Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I will be showing how to play the Scotch, and I will be showing other variations as well, such as the closed variation, the lolly variation, and many more. But without further ado, let's begin. So this is the variation. Here you put first of all, the Scotch defense is played e4, e5, then knight f3, knight c6. Then you play d4 in this position. You attack the knight, and you play d4, attacks the pawn, and basically forces black to take this. And this is the classical variation, wherever they take out the bishop and they play queen. And just remember, if they play something like knight f6, for example, it's a huge blunder because you can take this knight, it attacks the queen, so they are forced to take the knight back, and it's a free bishop. And yeah, and you just have a winning position from there. But if your opponent knows how to play chess, you have to play. They will play either probably queen f6 and putting more pressure on the knight, and you'll have to defend it. And then you play knight g. They could play knight g e7, French castle. Then there's bishop c4, knight e5. They will try to kick your bishop out. You will just play bishop e2 back. There's not a bad position. You're winning, like, really, in this position. It's a drawn position, but it does look like black has a lot of attacking possibilities. Like, maybe, well, not really, but like your knight here is very strong. Your bishops, and yeah, basically like that. Here black could play queen g6, attacking both of your pawns. In this position, you will castle, regardless if this pawn is attacked. I'll tell you later. I'll tell you guys later why this is played like this. And then it's d6, d7. No, my bad. d7 to d6, or just d6, and then to develop the bishop. And then here you will play f3 to defend the pawn. Now they could play bishop here. Yes, it is a possibility. But with the theory, it's castling. And there's king h1 to get away from the line. And now this move is not possible anymore. Bishop b6, so that this bishop doesn't look, yeah. And knight d2, developing the knight. Then there's d5 to open up the center and get the knight closer, and etc. And then the final move of the theory is bishop f4, and this position is all theory. And then from there, it's a very attacking position for white, and and even for black actually. There is a lot of possibilities of some kind of attack from white, even though it does look defensive for them a little bit. So yeah, so the next chapter. This chapter will be, this is also, it is basically the whole thing. It is 19 moves, the whole theory. It's e4, e5. It's basically the first couple moves. The classical part. Just in here, in this position, it could be d. When you castle, the difference, they play d5 first. You're kind of forced to take in this position, but we don't care. That's the thing. You can attack this queen, even though that pawn is hanging. It really doesn't matter. So when black takes that pawn, you keep on attacking everything. You take all the pieces, etc., etc., etc. in this position. And yeah, you could also take the pawn in this position. You could also take the bishop. It's just that in this position, also there's another thing, because if you take, they're gonna take that pawn back, Because look, takes, check, and they win that same knight back. Even though it does look like a better position for us, it's going to be equal. So, yeah. Then there's queen a4. See, it's part of the theory, and we're also threatening mate here. You develop the bishop. You attack the queen in this position. You're gonna take that pawn, trade pieces, and yeah, that's the part of queen f6. But the ninth move is d5. There, the next 4 chapters are gonna be just about the theory. In this video, I will show you probably 5 chapters as part 1. So let's go to chapter 3. So you guys already know the first 8 moves. It's classical variation. Yeah. So then, yeah, over here, ninth move. Queen takes e4 as a, like they could basically. Like as I was saying earlier, what if they do? What if they take the pawn? Well, now look, knight d2, and you have an attacking position. Like you have so many different attacks that you can do. You can even continue doing this. Your bishops are just staring at that queen. That knight is staring at that fork. It's a very attacking position. And black could defend from this, but you do have like a very strong position. Black could try trading material and try to lower your attacking materials and try to make this a draw. I mean, they could win. You have to be very careful with this position because it's not literally winning for you. You still have to play. I mean, black can win here as well. I mean, I'm not saying that you're 100% guaranteed win. It's up to you, but you do have an attacking position. Chapter 4. Here it's the same thing, but it's a little bit different. On the 12th move, look, so ninth move, queen takes e4. It's everything attacking. But here you play knight on d4 to f3. This is most likely, well, some uh some people for some people that might think, oh, why not take the knight? Well, it's also because your knight is taking the center, and also because if you do take back, you basically just give away your whole good position. So it's a bad move. But yeah, so bishop d6, you take your rook out, and this is also if they do take your bishop, oh sorry, if they do take your bishop instead, you still take the knight because you attack the queen and this pawn. So they'll probably take the knight. You can take that with check and take that pawn. And I was saying earlier, here taking isn't as good because with the takes, king and knight, there's so many counter-attacking like positions, like bishop, for example, over here, bishop over here. There's many different ways that black could, like, oh, there's many different ways that black's king is vulnerable, and how black's king can be absolutely destroyed, and white can do more stuff even. So basically, black's king is gonna be done. And yeah, so the whole position's here. Because here in this position you could take that, but then you could take the knight, and yeah. So, but yeah, bishop d6. This is a theory, by the way. You could play all this. It's basically where you do have your rook on the 7th line. This rook is looking on the E rank, on the E line, and yeah, it's basically your whole position. It looks kind of better for white. Well, for me, I think it's better for white because both of the rooks are doing a huge favor. Well, I mean not favor, but like white rooks are doing a lot. Even the bishop is staring at that pawn, and those pawns are going to be well done. And while meanwhile black's rooks, that rook is just in the corner. This rook also there, but they'll probably try to trade and yeah, try to make the position more equal. And now the final chapter. This is chapter 5. This is also um, here. Maybe instead of taking e5, they could just castle it themselves. And this is actually not a bad move. Black is defending their own king, and their position. It's basically just a classical game. Nothing really that much. It's just you're gonna have an attacking game, a defensive game, however you play. Well, thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please like and subscribe, and have a nice day.